Good morning, bon dia to the way. How are you all? I hope that everyone is cool. If the audio is clear, just let me know. I wish that I will be able to complete my stream today without any kind of interruption, no load shedding. I hope so because the weather is really so beautiful. Let's see. Uh, but I can confirm that. Just a second. No, বাসায় এখন না পরে আসলেও 10টার পরে ওই তো আসতেছি পরে ওকে where I was like uh, the Friday after this Friday, that means the next Friday, not this Friday, after this Friday. From that Friday, I will take the leave for Hajj for 40 days, and after that, I will be back in Portugal. So there will be no interruption of internet, no load shedding, nothing. I hope that it will be better. So this 1 week, there can be some kind of interruption for the internet because of the load shedding, as I'm in Bangladesh. I hope that you guys will forgive me for this interruption. By the way, good morning to all of you. Thanks for being over here. I hope that you can you can listen me, right? You can listen to me, right? Hello, brother, watching from Philippines. Welcome to our family ski. Gangjong, have a blessed trip. Thank you so much, brother. Sachin, I wish to. I wish to, brother. Outlander, thanks for being over here, man. Thanks for providing that penguin. Gilberto, thanks for that penguin, man. You guys can hear me, right? Thank you, Sachin, for confirming. By the way, yes, we can hear you. Thank you, John. How are you, brother? Sachin, how are you, brother? Abdulmuti, thanks for the penguin, man. Good morning, Jerry. Outlander dropping by to say hello. Miss you. Okay, no problem, brother. See you again, Outlander. Wish you best luck, brother. Team, good morning. RS, thank you, brother, for confirming. Thank you, Iski. Let's talk about the price action a bit. Who is here who didn't know that where this market is coming from here, where this market is not coming, or where this market is going? I believe that everyone was with me knew that this market is coming here. This is the last parallel gap because I clearly told that without any kind of retracement from the weekly chart, this market will reach over here. So finally, market reached to this last parallel gap from the weekly chart. If this market would love to do any kind of retracement from the weekly chart, okay, not from hourly chart, 15-minute daily, no, from the weekly chart. If this market would love to any kind of retracement, now it is valid to do the retracement. If it doesn't do the retracement, instead of that, it break that last fair value gap with speed. Okay, like 1 or 2 bull candle break that last fair value gap, I will not expect any kind of retracement. Instead of that, I would love to look for the all-time high will be taken. So here is the all-time high that's gonna be taken. If you ask me, I would love to see some kind of retracement before breaking this last fair value gap, and then this market is going to the moon. Everything right now I'm saying is hindsight, but trust me or ask those people who are with me. I clearly told that this market is going to the moon from here. It is coming from there to the moon. So until now it's not to the moon, still it is in the earth, in the world, but yeah, very soon it's going to be broken and market is going for the moon. I can be wrong because I'm not a future teller. I don't know what is going to happen in future, but according to the price action, this should go to the moon. Let's see how this market is going to work with this last parallel gap from the weekly chart. So until this last parallel gap is not broken, I will expect some kind of reaction. This reaction, how far it can fall, the reaction, right? How far it can fall. See, there is a fair value gap. That is my last line to fall. That means If this market would love to make a deeper retracement, then it will retrace until this fair value gap over here, until that fair value gap. That is the last line for the retracement. But my eyes will be here. That volume imbalance will be my eyes. So I would love to see, even if it would love to make some kind of retracement, it will come until this area, then it will start to go higher. Both of this area is in premium. This market is coming from the discount. I don't have any fair value gap over here either way, but I really would love to see this market will work with the upper volume imbalance, then it will start to go higher, if and only if this market doesn't break this fair value gap with speed. Until it is not broken, I will keep looking for selling opportunity until here. Okay, so my intention will be, I will keep looking for sell. For example, I'm wrong, that means market doesn't want to make the retracement. Instead of that, it would love to break this fair value gap with speed. In that type of situation, every single day I will be wrong, because I'm looking for sell, but market doesn't want to make the retracement. Instead of that, it would love to break that fair value gap with speed. So in that type of situation, I will be wrong in every day. I will not move I will not switch my bias from bearish to bullish until this is not broken. So my first intention that whenever it will go higher, it will fall. Whenever it will go higher, it will fall. So for this volume imbalance is my primarily this volume imbalance is my target. If this market is overzealous, then it can come until here, which is low probability to me. I really don't want to see it will come over here. So until this fair value gap, I will keep looking for sell. From today, my bearish bias has started already. From which time frame? Weekly time frame. I will come to 15 hourly time frame. So I will show you how to look for the bias in every single day. But from the very high time frame or from the weekly chart, my bias started to be bearish again. Okay, so I will be bearish from weekly chart, not from daily chart, not from hourly chart, not from 15-minute chart. From weekly chart, I am bearish. But the lower time frame can be different depending on the fair value gap, depending on the liquidity, depending on lot of things. It can be different. Okay, that means the weekly candle, if it would love to come here, it doesn't need to fall like dramatically it will fall. No, it doesn't need to do that. Maybe in Monday market will do this type of things. In Tuesday maybe market will come here. In Wednesday market will come here. Then in Thursday continuation, and then Friday here. So in Monday maybe I am bullish, maybe. Okay, then Tuesday also I am bullish. Wednesday I'll be bearish. Thursday for the first time maybe I'll be bullish. Second time I'll be bearish, something like that. So in lower time frame I will be bullish, bearish. But overall I will think that the weekly candle is coming here to this fair value gap. Is there anyone who has some kind of confusion about this explanation? If you don't have any confusion, let me know. If you have any confusion, let me know, because I would love to move to the next time frame. Good morning, Mahadi. Clear. Thank you, Abdul Moti. I need some more comment, please. We are not trading right now until 9:30, so we don't have to worry about the trading. So please reply me, okay? Clean side, clear, sir. Clear. Thank you so much, Sachin, Iski, and Abdul Moti. Some of you can please write little more. Some more people, please. Thank you. Thank you, Gilberto. I'm asking, it's not a class. You are not my student. I'm not your teacher. But when I ask you some question, when you read or you replied me, trust me, man, it will help you. It will help you. You have to trust me. That is why I keep asking the question. And I force you to reply me. Now I'm in daily chart. In daily chart, you can see here, this is that entry fair value gap. This is the last fair value gap. So this market, before falling to this area, it can keep going higher, trade that fair value gap from daily chart and this fair value gap from daily chart. Okay, it can do that, and then it can start to fall. I'm not interested to look for that. Instead of that, I'm more interested to see it will keep falling. So from the daily chart also, I'm bearish. I'm not looking for bias, bullish bias today. I'm more interested to see if it can keep falling. Today is Wednesday, and Wednesday is the trend is my friend. So after 9:30, while the trend will be confirmed, I will react with that. Right now, I don't have any buy side liquidity from daily chart. I don't have any sell side liquidity from daily chart. So I don't have any daily bias today. I will depend on the lower time frame or 15-minute chart to get my bias after 9:30. Overall, I'm expecting this market will react from this fair value gap, but of course it can be reacted from that entry fair value gap, or even if it can reach until this last fair value gap from the daily chart. So I will take my action depending on the price action. Okay, so until 9:30 I will wait, and then I will decide what I should do. Primarily I'm bearish, but if this market would love to go higher, then I will react with the market and I will look for buy. Brother, why you are saying you are not bullish or bearish? Because I don't have the liquidity. See, I really don't have any kind of liquidity over here. I had the liquidity here, remember? So I was extremely bullish over there. And until the 50% of that week, I was extremely bullish over there. But right now, I am not interested to think about the bullish run. I'm not interested to think about the bearish run, as I don't have no bullish no buy side liquidity, no sell side liquidity. So I have to react with the price action. I can't be biased because of the lack of liquidity. So while I will get my liquidity, I will react with that liquidity. Until then, I will keep thinking that this fair value gap is going to hold the market and sending it lower for this volume imbalance. If it doesn't do that, instead of that, it would love to go higher, then I will look for this constant encroachment. Actually, the above this constant encroachment, there is the entry fair value gap. So I'll keep looking for the buying opportunity until this entry fair value gap, depending on the lower time frame price action. So this daily time frame is not clear to me. I have nothing over here that is telling me market will go higher or market will go lower. Is it clear? Brother, there is the breaker block, low, high, lower, low. No, it's not the breaker block. Brother, I have some kind of inversion fair value gap or anything. No, I don't have any fair value gap. No, nothing. I have high, low, higher, high. So lowest down close body close candle, it's my breaker block. This is the breaker block. No sir, it's not the breaker block. I have nothing over here that I can use from the daily chart to look for my bias. So I have to depend on weekly chart for thinking that from the daily chart also it is going to fall, as trend is my friend today. Is that clear, brother? Everything is clear. Thank you, dear money. I will call you my master maker. Don't call me my master maker. All fine. Thank you. Thank you, Theo. I will switch the chart. In the meantime, if you have any question, let me know. If you have any confusion. Now, there is the 4-hour chart. I really don't like to mark anything from 4-hour chart, because 4-hour chart, if I'm confused in daily chart, then I come to the 4-hour chart. As from the daily chart, I really don't have anything. I have to come to 4-hour chart now. As you can see here, there is a 4-hour last fair value gap. Okay, so here, this is that 4-hour last fair value gap. So I'm going to mark the low of that last fair value gap here. That is the low of. Why you are in 4-hour chart? Because the daily chart is not clear to me. That is why I'm coming here in 4-hour chart. So from 4-hour chart, I would love to see if it can reach until the last fair value gap from the 4-hour chart. Then if it started to fall, or it can keep going higher. For that buy side liquidity, this buy side liquidity is actually from hourly chart, but from 4-hour chart, it is also the buy side liquidity. So is it really would love to look for that buy side liquidity after breaking that last fair value gap from the 4-hour chart? Because I have nothing clear in our daily chart. That is why I'm coming here in 4-hour chart and going to mark the last fair value gap from the 4-hour chart. This fair value gap is from hourly chart. So while I'll be in hourly chart, it will be clear to all of you. Right now, I'm thinking that if this market really would love to go higher for that buy side liquidity, it has to break that 4-hour last fair value gap. Otherwise, I want to see that this market will trade this last fair value gap and then it will start to fall, at least for this bullish fair value gap from 4-hour chart until that area. If it doesn't reach to this fair value gap, doesn't matter. I will keep looking for selling opportunity, because market has traded this weekly last fair value gap, and also it is in the daily fair value gap. It's not a last fair value gap, but it is in a daily fair value gap. I really don't care about that fair value gap. I'm more interested about this last fair value gap from 4-hour chart. So if it reaches over here, and then it started to fall. That is the best case of scenario. Around 9:30, I want to see this market will be bull. The first 2, 3, 4, 5 candle will be bull. It will trade this last fair value gap from hourly chart, 4-hour chart, and then it will start to fall for this fair value gap from the 4-hour chart. Until that 4-hour bullish fair value gap, I will keep looking for sell. If it break that last fair value gap from 4-hour chart, then I will look for this buy side liquidity which is clean from hourly chart. So I'm coming in hourly chart now. This was that hourly last fair value gap. Yesterday I told that, yesterday or the day before yesterday, I don't remember, I think it was in yesterday, I told that if this last fair value gap is broken, then I will keep looking for buy until the low of this weekly last fair value gap. Okay, unfortunately market didn't tap to this last fair value gap low yesterday. It was very near, missed the last fair value gap for 7 handle or 8 handle. I don't remember exactly how far it missed to tap to this one. And then around Asian session, not Asian session, exactly around the London session, it perfectly trade the low. After trading that low, it fall, trade the new week opening gap, sorry, new day opening gap, more specifically the last hour fair value gap, last fair value gap from the hourly chart, consequent enforcement, cleared all the sell side liquidity, made the obvious sell side liquidity. Okay, these lows are taken by here with a shallow run, that is called obvious liquidity. So I have the sell side liquidity here now. As my buy side, my bias is bearish, I'm not going to mark it because this sell side liquidity is around the consequent enforcement of that hourly last fair value gap. This is the hourly last bearish fair value gap. This is the consequent enforcement that has been traded. Also it has traded this new day opening gap and then went higher, cleared that relatively equal highs, trade the low of this weekly last fair value gap. Now my intention to see if it can fall and take that liquidity. Before falling and taking this liquidity, what else it can do? It can cleared all of these highs, which is also a shallow run, can be cleared, trade that last fair value gap, then it can start to fall for this obvious liquidity. And then if it can break this new day opening gap, I will look for this area to think this market is coming by today. Today is 10th is my friend, so I will wait for 9:30, and after 9:30 I will wait for the trend confirm the trend. If the trend is bull, then I will predict this market is going to take that buy side liquidity, which is from hourly chart, is clean buy side liquidity. Over here you can see all of this buy side liquidity are very clean. See this clean buy side liquidity, they're too much clean. So this could be my target, and the area, if you remember the daily entry fair value gap, that can be my target. But more importantly, it has to break that for our last fair value gap, and then I can look for this buy side liquidity. Until this last fair value gap is not broken, I'll keep looking for selling opportunity. Brother, why you are confused over here? As I told, from the weekly chart and the daily chart, from the weekly chart I'm bearish, from the daily chart I have no bias. So I'm not interested to confirmly tell you that it is a bullish market, it is a bearish market. I will wait for the confirmation first, and then I will react with that confirmation. I have to think about every bearish PDRA to be broken to think about that buy side liquidity. Otherwise, it is the most important area to reverse the low of that weekly last fair value gap, the best area to reverse and for the retracement until this volume imbalance, which is a perfect volume imbalance. Now I have marked it from the our weekly chart, but as you can see, the volume imbalance is until this area. Okay, this candle close, this candle open, this is the volume imbalance. I will actually mark it while you can see it's marked already. It's a new week opening gap that is marked already, so that is my bias. And from the weekly chart I will keep looking for selling opportunity, but not simply it will keep falling. It will retrace. Some days are bull, some days are bear, but overall, as you have seen, that this market went higher. Okay, as you can see here, this market retrace, went higher, retrace, went higher, retrace, went higher, retrace, went higher. This is how it will start to fall now until this new week opening gap. That is my overall thinking in my mind, and I will keep looking for that selling opportunity until this last fair value gap from weekly chart is not broken. Now I will go to 15-minute chart. Now I'm in 15-minute chart. As you can see here, this new day opening gap, how beautifully it stopped the market. Look at the bodies, how beautifully it has been reacted. See here how beautifully it has been reacted. After the reaction from the low, it has tapped the high of this new opening gap. Here was the constant crossment rejection. Exactly from the constant crossment, I got the rejection. Low rejection, high rejection. All the rejection has been done from this new day opening gap. So while this market will come here, I really don't care about this new day opening gap anymore. If it come here, I will expect that this is going to be broken dramatically, and it is coming for all of this fair value gap or imbalances. This market will come. More importantly, this fair value gap is my target for today. See this fair value gap, that is my target for today. Now it can be broken and this market can keep falling. I don't care about that. Overall, this fair value gap is my target for today. So if I can catch some run out of 222 handle, if I can catch 50 handle, it is more than enough for me to be a profitable trader. If it starts to go higher, of course I have this buy side liquidity. I will wait for this fair value gap to be broken from hourly chart, because this fair value gap is from 4-hour chart. I will wait to be broken by hourly chart. If it is broken by hourly chart, then I will start to look for the buy side liquidity. Until then, around 9:30, if this market went higher, trade this fair value gap. I will keep looking for selling opportunity. My first sell side liquidity is over here. All of these lows, see, all of these lows are my relatively equal lows. They are the obvious liquidity. I am looking for this low to be taken first, and then this market will come here. By the end of the day, it will come here. I can be absolutely wrong, and this market can keep going higher. In that type of situation, I will switch my bias and I will go for the buy until this buy side liquidity, which is the low probability to me. I don't want to see that. Instead of that, I would love to see this market will keep falling. Now, if you would love to look for buy, what you will do, I will wait for this fair value gap to be broken. If you would love to look for sell, what you will do, I will wait for any kind of lower market structure shift, and the fair value gap that is going to give me the priority to take the sell. So here, as you can see, I got a market structure shift. If this fair value gap hold the market, send it lower around 9:30, I will start to look for sell. If this market went higher, take that high, trade this fair value gap. I will start to look for sell again from this fair value gap. So I will wait for the trend and then I will react with that trend. Now, is that clear to all of you? It doesn't have any buy side liquidity, but it has a lot of sell side liquidity. I'm more interested to see those sell side liquidity will be taken. Low. I told you one thing, if you remember some days ago, if you ever see this type of reaction exactly from the low or exactly from the high from any kind of fair value gap, never ever trust that. Never ever trust that. That's gonna be taken. So it has already taken that reaction from this fair value gap perfectly. Now I'm more interested to think about the sell. If it started to fall, I'll be very confident to take the sell. If it started to go higher, I will let the buy go until this fair value gap, and while it will come here, I will start to look for sell again. From the hourly chart, if it is broken, I will start to look for this buy side liquidity to be taken. So my bias will be bullish. I will start to look for buy again. Is there anyone who has any kind of confusion? If you have any confusion, let me know that. I tried my level best to make these things so clear. So I hope that it will help me. By the way, Apex has 80% discount and the code is T2T. So that is the new code, and that code is gonna be forever for Apex. If any of you would love to take Apex account, then please use the code T2T. All other prop firm, I will have the same code, T2 Wizard. Bullnox, Take Profit Trader, My Funded Futures. It's gonna be T2 Wizard. It's reacting from 5-minute BC. I don't see the 5-minute chart, brother. First of all, I don't see the 5-minute chart. Thank you, MB Trader. Anybody has any confusion? If you have any confusion, let me know. I still have 6 minutes left. I tried my level best to make it too much clear, too much easy. Like yesterday, remember what did I say? Target this low. That low should be your target. And around the PM session, I showed you the entry. I think the entry was here. The entry was here somewhere. I don't remember. I guess it was here. Here, I guess. So that was the entry. How beautiful that entry was. How confident I was over there. So this is why I am saying that if you know what you are doing, this trade is absolutely very simple. Trading is very simple. All you need to know what you are doing. Valor. Even now, I'm confusing in bias. I feel too difficult on it. How to get rid of it, sir? I can say you, brother, if you keep coming, I mean, I will be active next 1 week and then I will take a break for Hajj, near about 40 days break. But if you keep coming, brother, I believe that bias will be absolutely clear to all of you. I will try to make that bias thing so simple by going in every time frame. So I hope that it will help you, brother. The true crusader, what bias today, long or short? What is your bias today, brother? Long or short? And Tamimi, if you are able to share the 80% discount and the code after sometimes, like after maybe 5 to 10 minutes, I'll be grateful to you, brother. Brother, do you need to be concerned about the 3:15 a.m. 15-minute fair value gap? 3:15 a.m. How you'd love to use this gap? Let me know that first. How you would love to use this gap? Short. I'm also looking for short, brother. Hey, TG. No, that's not the inversion fair value gap. That's the inversion fair value gap. My mistake. Of course, that's the inversion fair value gap. My mistake, brother. Sorry. Yeah, it's a perfect inversion fair value gap. Let's see, brother, if it can violate this fair value gap or not. I didn't notice this one, but it's a perfect inversion fair value gap. You're absolutely right. Or you're not. I think you're right. Please zoom the sell side liquidity. It seems like most obvious liquid taken 15 minutes. That's the sell side liquidity, Sachin. It can be taken, but from 15 minutes, that's my target because they are the relatively equal lows. I don't need to zoom it too much to find out absolute perfection. I don't need it because I'm not targeting that on. That is my target from 15 minutes, not the target. I'm not in a trade and I'm not going to target it. So if I was going to target it, I need absolute information. As I'm not going to target it, so that I don't need to be so precise about it. No news today? No, we don't have any news today. Archana, good morning. BPR balanced price. That's not the BPR. To minute till open before the action. Take a moment to smash that like button and hit subscribe. I have already got 1 subscriber, so it's like 80 subscriber. Let's see if I can get 600 by today. So I need 20 more subscribers. Let's see. $10,580 subscriber. Isn't it huge, man? Come on, that's huge. I think the speed is good. No buffering. Next week I will try to give you to my Take Profit Trader 50k test account. Okay. If you are not my subscriber, please subscribe to our channel. You need to be with us to get that account. Hey GB, you are here now. While I talk about that giveaway, you are here, man. You are the most unluckiest person after me. I'm the most unluckiest person because my luck never favored to me. You are the second one. Hey Khalid. How are you, brother? So this is 9:30. Let's see how it is going to react around 9:30. I'm always here. Thank you, brother, for being over here. I really appreciate those people who actually support me without any condition. Thank you so much, brother. I'm just waiting for first presented fair value gap. If this candle make the first presented fair value gap, that is valid to me. All I need a 5 handle gap. Now you don't need to use this one because ICT, according to ICT himself, it's not valid. I would love to use it, so I will write it down according to me. You don't need to use it, but I will use it. Okay? All I need if it can make a 5 handle gap here. Wait, it is still 5 handle. Still 5 handle. Come on, man. There is the volume imbalance. If this market come here to this volume imbalance and then start to go higher, I will miss the trade like yesterday. Remember yesterday I missed that trade. I'll miss the same way this trade. I'll miss it if it come here to this volume balance and then keep going higher. Remember, first presented fair value gap entry don't have any kind of relationship with the price action. If my bias is bearish and first presented gap is a BC, I'll take the buy. I want first fair value gap used as inverse. Okay, no problem, brother. Good morning, Miguel. CB is equal sell, BC is equal buy. The T2 cheat code. Yeah, man, that's the thing. CB is equal sell, BC is equal buy. You just received a subscription from my mom. Love you, brother. Thank you so much, and give her my salam. Okay, short of the table for now. Okay, I'm going to remove it right now because market actually went too far. So I'm going to remove it, and I will wait for the while it will come here. Then I will make this trade. Okay, for the first time it will come here. That's a buy. Right now I will see that if I can look for a selling opportunity from this area. Remember, from that area. As well as if you remember, I told that if you ever see the low perfect rejection, never ever believe that. Never ever believe that. 99% of the time market take that reaction high and then it started to fall if it would love to fall. At the same time, trend is my friend today, so if it confirm the bullish trend, I will look for buy only. No need to worry about this. Market opened and keep going higher. So it's no need to worry about that. No need to chase the market. Please don't chase the market. What is in my mind? I'm more interested to look for sell now. If it can provide me any kind of selling opportunity, I'm more interested to look for sell. Now the power of 3 is something like this: open, manipulation, distribution, and closing. This is the power of 3: open, manipulation, expansion, and reset. If you look for sell power of 3, then something like this: open, manipulation, distribution, and reset, something like that. If you are looking for buy, please go for that, brother. I have no problem with anyone. I think that I have perfectly explained the price action uh, before this market open, so I don't need to think about that anymore. If this body close below this one, this is gonna be my first trade for today. Here the stop loss will be above this order block, and I'll target here. If it close below this order block, please don't copy my trade. I'll hold my trade until this first presented gap, and will take my partial maybe here around 20 handles. Okay, so 21 handle. I will take my first partial. That's gonna be my first partial around 20 handle, and I'll target until this first presented gap. Okay. It's an 18 handle risk for 57 handle run. Before that run, I will try to catch near about 20 handle partial. So around 1:1. Okay. Please don't copy my trade. I'll make the partial over here. Not exactly 20 handle, it's like a bit more than 20 handle. So 32 handle, I'll try to take the partial around 32 handle. Okay. That was the 20 handle partial, by the way. Okay, I got my partial. I'll put my stop loss to the break even now. If I get stopped out to the break even, I don't give a shit. I'll hold my trade until this first presented gap, which is 57 handle. I have explained everything beforehand. What is going to happen, how I'm going to predict the market, why I'm looking for sell, why this market should react from there. Everything I have explained perfectly before that. Remember what did I say? While this market will come here to this gap, I will start to look for selling opportunity. Any kind of selling opportunity, that is my sell. Look over here, what happened? This candle closed below this order block. See, it has closed below this order block. The next candle, I'm already in the market. Now, for some of you, maybe 32 handle is not more than enough. But in my opinion, 32 handle is a huge profit, man. Trust me. It's a huge profit. You don't need to hold your trade until 57 handle. Please don't do that. If you're trading your real money, close your trade around this 30 handle or something like that. You don't need to look for the runner. Trust me, man. I really would love to see that one body will close above this parallel gap, then it will start to fall again to make it as a trough parallel gap. So body will close above this parallel gap, then it will start to fall. That is the best case of scenario. In that type of situation, if I don't take the partial here, I add more over there. If it works as a trough parallel gap. If it doesn't work as a trough parallel gap, I'm absolutely okay with that. You need a body close. Use this gap as a trough parallel gap. It can be respected from the new week opening gap low. See this new week opening gap low, it can be respected from that low. Right now it is respecting the 830 open. I believe that that's gonna be broken, but I'm afraid of this new week opening gap low because it can stop the market and send it higher again. It is possible from that new week opening gap low, but let's see. If it can keep breaking this low with speed, I'll get my profit, that's for sure. So right now it came to the low of this new week opening gap. Now is the time to see if it can break this low and then keep falling. Now I will put my stop loss above that high, above that fair value gap high, because it has already done the job from there. It has been respected the 50% of this gap. So if it come back again to this gap, that means it will shift the market. This swing high is valid for shifting market. If it shifts the market and starts to go higher, there is no valid reason to put the stop loss to the break even right now. So I would love to take that risk. You don't need to take that risk, but I would love to take that risk. Okay, so this candle will close. I'll put my stop loss above that candle here, there. Okay, because I have now the order block and I have covered the open of this order block. Remember yesterday I got stopped out because of my trailing stop loss or putting stop loss. I love to work with this logic. If it work like that way, I'll be very happy. If it doesn't work, I will just let this go. I don't care about that. There is your boom. 5700 boom, okay? No, it's not the middle order block. This is the perfect order block. This is the liquidity taken. See, this is the liquidity taken. This is that perfect order block. It's not a middle order block. What did you learn? How to read this market? Did you learn it? Why this market went too far until this area? Why it came here? By the way, the first presented gap didn't work for today. Okay, it didn't work. It stopped me out. If I was looking for this buy, I would get stopped out over here, just below that candle which has made this fair value gap. I would get stopped out over here. Even if it works, I would get stopped out over here. So first presented gap didn't work. Thank you, Germany. Thank you, Abdul Modi. Thank you, Shachin. Thank you, Mohau Ebang. Thank you, Al Mahmoudi, X-Man Trade. By the way, anybody took that entry with me? J Marquis, boom, bullet, boom. Marquis, I know that you are going to say that, brother. I told you, order block is better. I know that, man. By the way, I have used the order block because of the fair value gap. That is why I told fair value gap is better, much better than the order block. By the way. Brother, it's okay. I give you the reply. $2,000 in 8 minutes. Boom. Wow. Awesome, brother. Thank you, Abdul Moti, for that boom, man. Team, thank you, man. Thanks for that boom. Dear money, thank you, man. Sujivan, I started trading from pre-market hours, done for the day with a nice green day. Congratulations, Sujivan. Abdul Moti, thanks for that boom, man. Joachim, boom. Theo, boom. Ski, boom. Khalid, boom. Steve, hand, boom. Fanny, boom. Aiko, boom. Lot of boom, man. David Wingate, thanks for that penguin, by the way, man. Mr. Slim, boom. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Anybody took that sell with me? I agree, brother. High time frame fair value gap with 1 minute order block is the best. It's one of the best. It's one of the best. But I believe that I have shown you every kind of order block, right? Brother, why it is falling? Why it is falling? I told you where it's going for. Remember this fair value gap? Don't forget about this fair value gap. How did you know that? Just because of that, I have explained the all price action from weekly chart, daily chart, 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart, 15-minute chart, and then 1-minute chart. Instead of this time frame, nothing is important to me. Can I trade now? No, you can't trade now. No trade is valid right now. You have to wait for the manipulation first, and then if you would love to trade, then you can trade. Observe this last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. It has the power to stop the market, okay, and give some kind of reaction from this last fair value gap. So be careful about this. Boom, boom. I took the sell with you, brother. Oh wow, Sujivan, I got you, man. I can see that you got. I got one guy who was with me for that sell. MB trader, $1,000 for this trade. Wow. Awesome, brother. MB trader, congratulations, brother. Stop, man, stop. If you get profit, stop. I am requesting stop. Switch your chart or switch your account to paper money. I've been following you for a long time and finally got to see you execute live. The logic is proven. Great job. Greetings from Trinidad. Trinidad, where is it, brother Anthony? Trinidad. Thank you, Maggie C. Right now, I have nothing to do. I will keep waiting. Okay, I'll keep waiting. No, nothing to do. Thank you, Yamichu. Today is so beautiful. Every day is so beautiful, man. Why you are saying that today is beautiful? Yesterday wasn't beautiful. It was so beautiful yesterday as well. If you are working with that order block, you have got all the buy run, depending on that order block. Is any short from here? No, there is no short is valid right now. Without any kind of manipulation, no short is valid. If you'd love to change the market, I have no problem, but no short is valid until there is no manipulation, buy side manipulation. If it keep falling, I will let it fall. I don't care. I'm expecting some kind of reaction from this last parabolic gap from 15-minute chart. It will go higher, take some buy side liquidity. Until this market is below this first presented gap, I will keep looking for selling opportunity. $3K profit from that sell, Gilberto. T2 used to babysit ICT. T2 was ICT's mentor. No, man, don't say like that, okay? ICT is the mentor of every mentor. ICT is ICT. There is no comparison with him. Trust me, man. He talks too much like me, but he's him. Okay, I mean, no comparison. No comparison, man. Come on. This order block are valid. Which order block? 2, brother gamer. Now one left, one micro running. Enjoy the day. I enter by myself with my inversion parabolic setup for me. That's cool, man. Sudipam, congratulations, brother. Trinidad is the West Indies, the home of the great cricketer Brian Lara. Oh, okay, Brian Lara. I got you, man. Long, weak, small body. Don't forget about that. Until this market is below this first presented gap, I will keep looking for selling opportunity. Thank you, Madhi. When I said as a question, he called, please don't say like that. Who would true? Man, please don't sell. Okay. It feels like I'm disrespecting my mentor. Okay. I learned everything from ICT himself. So if you say like that way, I feel like I'm disrespecting him. I don't want to disrespect him because he's the man with a golden heart. He has given everything for free. I mean, who do this? Nobody do this, right? Everyone is busy to selling their mentorship, their course, but this guy is doing everything for free. To be honest, man, we should respect him. This is just my opinion. Of course, you can hate him. I hate him because he promotes some specific persons. I hate him because of that. But whatever he has done for the community, he deserved respect. He's really great, man. He's really great. He's awesome. No, I'm not a great guy, but I'm selfish. I'm selfish. I'm not even near to ICT itself. So I'm waiting to see if it can do any kind of manipulation before looking for any kind. Brother, are you looking for buy? 100% no. 100% no. I will keep looking for selling opportunity. I will look for buy if and only if this parabolic gap is broken. See this parabolic gap, this two line. If it is broken, then I will start to look for buy. Until then, I will keep looking for selling opportunity. By the way, this first presented gap is working as an inverse gap perfectly. Mark ICT's first parabolic gap and mark my first presented parabolic gap and compare those parabolic gap to see which one is better, which one is more respectful. I'm saying this because I worked hard for my first presented gap. That is why I'm saying it, okay? Just compare this my first presented gap and ICT's first presented gap and you decide which one is better. I love you, bro. I love you too, man. Hey, T2 isn't first parabolic gap at 932. This is my first presented gap, 930. It's 5 handle, right? 2030, yeah, it's 5 handle. So this is my first presented gap. According to me. See, it's written according to me. You guys please compare, okay? And then you decide which one you would love to use. I have been studying first parabolic gap for the past 1 year on a 1 minute chart. What I found is the first presented parabolic gap is revisited at least once 95% of the time. Wow, that's cool, man. Yesterday's first presented gap has been traded from the volume imbalance. It has been traded already, brother. I mean, yeah, it didn't revisit, but it has been visited. It has visited already. See this gap? I would love to look for another sell here if it can make a order block around this area. I can look for a sell from this fair value gap. Of course, I can look for that, but my stop loss has to be above this high then, which is still risky for me. So if there is a bullish candle which is going to trade this gap, I would love to look for some kind of selling opportunity from this area. I'm not asking any of you to look for sell or buy. I'm just telling myself what I'm thinking right now. I'm not thinking any kind of buy. Buying is not valid to me. I'm only interested to look for sell. I could go for sell from here, but the stop loss would be bigger. That is why I didn't frame the sell. Okay, it would be bigger, like see 27 handle. I will miss it. I don't care. I don't care at all if I miss it. But the stop loss was too much. I didn't frame the sell from here, so I will wait for the order block so that I can put a small stop loss. That is why I need the order block. If I miss it, I'll sacrifice this trade, but I will keep looking for selling opportunity only. My first sell side liquidity is this low, which is an obvious sell side liquidity here. That is the first sell side liquidity. After taking this sell side liquidity, this is my target for today. It will be broken, I don't care, but until this gap, I'll keep looking for selling opportunity. I don't have any breaker block over there. Don't make me confused, okay? If you think there is any breaker block and you are confident to take sell, please go for it. I always keep saying that if you feel good to take sell or buy, just go for it. Just be careful about your stop loss. If it is not huge, go for that trade. But if it is huge, like 30 handle stop loss, and you are confused, don't take that trade. It's my request, okay? I'm targeting this fair value gap from 15-minute chart. This is my target. I don't know what is yesterday's first presented fair value gap. I really don't know. This fair value gap is my target for today. I believe that this market will come at least until this fair value gap. So I think yesterday's first presented gap is over here, around this area, if I'm not wrong. Around here, right? Of course, it can come over here as well, but my target is this entry fair value gap. This is my target. So I would love to see this market will keep falling until this fair value gap, entry fair value gap. After getting a 57 handle profit, do I need to trade again? Other YouTuber will take one sell and the rest of the day they will keep talking about this sell. Trust me. If you don't believe me, go and check if I'm wrong. We're now in 15. I know that, brother. I know that. I talked about this 15-minute bullish fair value gap. I told that I would love to see some kind of reaction from this area and market will take some liquidity. See, this high has been taken over here. Liquidity has been taken over there. Liquidity has been taken. Now, if it started to fall, any kind of order block, I will look for that sell. This is called reaction from this fair value gap. I will keep looking for buy if and only if market can break this fair value gap from the hourly chart, this fair value gap from the 4-hour chart. If it is broken, then I will start to look for buy. Until then, no buy is valid to me. I will keep looking for selling opportunity. You want to take buy, please go for it. All I'm seeing here, big wick, small body. See this big wick, small body from 15 meters. That's all I'm seeing over here. By the way, next week I am going to give to Take Profit Trader 50K test account. That's gonna be the giveaway. it has taken that high as well, right? So liquid, all kind of liquidity has been taken. It's the perfect time to look for sell. So if you are my subscriber, don't forget to join next week live. I believe it will be around Monday. I will give that 250k account by altogether. Okay. If Tamimi Mahdi are here, I have already give you guys a message to the mod area or mod channel. If you guys can edit a picture for me, if you read that message, you will understand what I'm talking about. I'll be grateful to both of you. If any of you are here, I'm just, hey Gilberto, see you brother. Buying setup in macro. According to the macro, it's a buy setup. Yeah, it's a buy setup. According to the macro, it's a buy setup. I'm not trading according to the macro, so I will just wait. I'm more interested to look for sell actually. If you'd love to look for a buy, how far it will be your target? Let me check. That's gonna be your target. Not a good idea to take the buy depending on the macro. If you are looking for buy, please go for it. I'm not interested to take a buy while this market is below the first presented gap. Either way, I'm looking for selling opportunity, so I will wait. At the same time, I have seen that 15-minute candle has made a big wick small body, big wick small body. So I'm pretty much confused. I'm not pretty much, I'm little confused about the consolidation. It can be consolidated for longer term because it has big wick small body. That is the sign of consolidation. From 15-minute chart, if you see a big wick and a small body, be careful because next few minutes or maybe few hours can be consolidation. Market can be consolidated. That means it's not moving anywhere, it is consolidating. So if you see this type of things, be very careful, be very careful, because the next few hours or few minutes can be a consolidation. That means market is not going to move anywhere. If you are, for example, if your bias is bullish, of course man, it has cleared all the sell side liquidity. That's a perfect market structure shift. Only thing is missing, there was no immediate reaction. That is the missing thing. And if your bias is bullish, of course you can take some kind of buy. I don't know how, but yeah, you can use this one as your market structure shift. As my bias is not bullish, so I'm not seeing this as a market structure shift, I'm seeing this as a liquidity taken. So while this market has fallen, I can't chase the market, I need the manipulation. So I got the manipulation first here and then here. The manipulation has been done, so any kind of fall now will give me the selling opportunity. For selling, there is no market structure shift. Seek and destroy. Yeah, brother. Seek and destroy, consolidation. Everything can happen because of that big, weak, small body. See, this market is not moving at all. It is not moving at all. That can happen if you see the big, weak, small body. Wasn't it so beautiful? So, where your break even was? What do you mean by break even? To sell where your break even was? I didn't get your comment, brother. Crude oil doesn't have any uh, any effect on Nasdaq market. Okay, crude oil news doesn't have any effect on Nasdaq market, so no need to worry about that crude oil news. Okay, brother. I like 2 minute inversion for sell. Let me check 2 minute. I love 2 minute chart more than 1 minute actually. What is your inversion? Well, I don't see any inversion. This market came exactly to the 50% of that opening gap and then it reversed. I'm okay with that. Okay, it's not the order block. If the body doesn't close below this, it's not the order block. If the body close below this, then that's the order block. As it didn't close, so it's not the order block, by the way. It came exactly to the low of this new weekly last fair value gap. It came exactly to the low. Let's see if it can start to fall now. 3 drive pattern, 1, 2, 3. 3 drive pattern. If it keep going higher, I will do nothing over here. Simply I will do nothing over here. I will frame my buy from here above this line. See this line 485, above that line I will start to look for buy for this buy side liquidity until this market is not closing above this line from hourly chart. I'm not interested to look for any kind of buy. Every time market will go higher, I will keep looking for selling opportunity. Trump is talking now. Are you sure? Those people are thinking about this gap. This gap doesn't have any value. You will see that, don't worry. It doesn't have any kind of value, no value at all. And this is for those people who actually love to mark this as a first presented gap. My question is, compare two fair value gap, just compare. Okay, which one is better, which one is more respectful, this one or that one? Just keep watching. Why this is falling? It has to fall because this was the order block, that was an unfinished business. Market has finished the business, it came to trade this order block. Look at the bodies. This has been how beautifully it has been violated, and look at that fair value gap, how beautifully it has been reacted. See here, 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 everything. Now this is the propulsion block. I could go for the sell from this propulsion block, but I am not able to do that because market is above this first presented gap. So I will keep waiting to think about sell. No buy is valid to me. This market went higher until this area to finish the unfinished business. Remember this order block? It has come here to trade that order block. Now this propulsion block is valid to take sell. I will not take sell from here because it is just above the first presented gap. So I will not take the sell from this first presented above the first presented gap. Why this market is not moving? I have shown you long wick small body, long wick small body. It is called consolidation for next few minutes or few hours. It is called the consolidation area. Trump stream just ended. Wow. But there is no lower market structure shift yet. I don't know it will take me or not, but that's my sell. Okay, I'm in the market and I will try to take a partial here if it can give me. That's gonna be the first partial, which is going to be 23 handle. I know it's highly risky to take entry over here, but I would love to take that risk. Why it is highly risky? Because it has confirmed that I'm consolidating. Still, I'm trying to catch the run inside of this consolidation. That is why it is highly risky to trade right now. Got stopped out. Didn't give me any time. We'll go for sell again. If it can close below this first presented gap, we'll go for sell again because it has traded this propulsion block. Now if it can fall, please don't, no need to trade over here until this market is not going to move anywhere. Please no need to trade over here because it has already confirmed that I'm consolidating. It is called seek and destroy mode. It is not going higher, it is not going to fall. It is not going higher, it is not going to fall. No need to trade over here right now. Wait for the confirmation first, then trade. It can maximum reach until this open of this order block because it is now trading the propulsion block. I have covered the open of this propulsion block. It came until this area. Now it is falling again. Marked the 50% of this propulsion block, which is the mean threshold here. The maximum line to reach is this order block line. That is the maximum line. If it doesn't want to go higher. If it is a high probability, I will tell you that. Now every kind of trade is low probability because market is consolidating. It is called seek and destroy mode. Market is in seek and destroy mode. Long wick small body. Not going to take it, but just going to show you. Same entry idea, 21 handle, something like that. Same target for this low, while the body will close below this first presented gap. But I'm not going to take it, okay? I just tried one time. If I were alone, I would take one more risk here. As I'm not alone, and it's really so difficult. So keep watching. One time I get stopped out, I really don't care, because I know that it can maximum trade the order block open. That is the maximum line. I just covered the open of this propulsion block. It didn't work, stopped me out. Perfect. It will close here. I would love to go for re-entry opportunity from there, from the first presented gap. Not going to take it, as it is low probable area. Okay. First partial will be the same area here. That's gonna be the first partial, and I will target until the low. Keep watching. 27 handle for 27 handle, right? Or 20 handle? 23 handle. 23 handle first portion, and 52 handle profit. Ah, brother, you are doing over trade. That is why I'm not taking this entry. Either way, this is the low probability area, so I don't need to worry about that trade anymore. I will trade if and only if it is a high probability. If I were alone, yeah, I would go for this trade again. If I were alone, see, when I'm seeing this bullish candle, I'm saying that if I were alone, then I would go for this trade again. As I'm in live, so I'm not going to take this trade anymore. I will go with the high probable area. If I see high probability, I'll go for this trade. If I don't see high probability, I will not take any kind of trade until the high probable area is going to be appeared on the chart. Can it retest this propulsion block? 100% it can retest it. That's why I have covered that open of this propulsion block. It can maximum go until that open of this propulsion block. Remember, if it is on high probability, then and only then I'll push the button. Otherwise, I'm not going to trade. And as I told, while there was a bullish candle, I told that if I were alone, I would take this risk. As I'm in live, I will go with the high probability. But that would be a losing trade, by the way. Where there will be a high probability, I'll go for the trade. Otherwise, I will let the whole market go until it is low probability. How do I know that it's gonna be the high probability? I need a clean candle like this. See this candle? I need a clean candle like that. Not this type of candle, small body long wick, small body long wick, small body long wick. No, it's the clear sign of the consolidation. Next few minutes or hours, it's gonna be consolidated. So until the consolidation is not done, I'm not going to push the button anymore. I tried one time, I'm happy with that. But what this market is going to, is it going higher? No, sir, it is going to fall. Trust me, it is going to fall. But the way it will fall, I won't be able to trade this market because of my stop loss. My stop loss I can't put above the order block. Where is the order block? Above that order block, I can't put it. To take the entry over here around this area and put the stop loss above this order block, I can't do it. So every time I will try, maybe I'll get stopped out because this is low probability, but it will fall. Who but true? I'm long to 24,000. 24,000. Come on, man. You're kidding. You know that it is going to fall. I know that you're kidding. Let's be clean first, then we'll frame another trade. Okay, let him to be clean first. I just need a clean candle, like this type of candle. I need a clean candle. But if you are trading, I am saying that if you are trading, if you are gambling, gamble with sell. Don't take buy. It's my request. Don't take buy. If you are gambling, don't take buy. I repeat. I'm not asking you to take any entry, but if you are trading, don't take buy. Thank you, Tamimi, for sharing that code. Our Apex code is T2T. All other codes are T2 Wizard, but Apex code is T2T. By the way, I should not say like this way. So of course you can take the buy. If you want, you can take the buy. You are absolutely good to take the buy. I have no problem. Just don't regret. That's my request. Who told you to put your channel name T2? Lol. It is like a small kid's name. My name is T2, brother. I'm a small kid. I would love to take one more sell, okay? There. Just a 14 handle stop loss. Target is here. No, not 14, a bit higher. Here. Think around 1700. Until the consolidation is not in, this is gonna be my last trade. Got stopped out, not working at all. To try, both of them has gone. My stop loss is 21,300. My target profit is 21,400. Okay, let me mark your target. Where is your entry, brother? Let's wait for your boom. Okay, your stop loss is here, and your target is 400. Let's wait for your boom. That's the best case, because I really don't have anything to do over here. I was thinking that the consolidation has done, but it's not done yet. Where is your entry, brother? Just let me know your entry. It's better to wait for your. Hey Jonathan, I don't have the code for Tradify. You have to use the link. I can share the link actually. And the code is free. 21322 is your entry. 21322. Okay, here is your entry. I'll keep it like this way. Let's see, brother. Let's wait for the boom. and make sure that if you have any opportunity to get the partial, you have taken the partial. Let's wait, brother. Two brothers gamer. Let's wait, brother. I hope that it will be done around 11. But let's wait, okay? Until now, it's consolidating. He can't destroy, so let him destroy everything, and then we'll see if it can work after that. This is the link for Tradify, and use the code T2 Wizard. He's 20. Yeah, of course, you have to look for sell only. No buy is valid. If ICT also like looking for sell, I believe that my analysis is very good. Okay, you should not look for buy. There is no buy is valid. No buy is valid. Only sell is valid. This is the link, and the code is print. Buy will be valid if and only if this market come here. Buy anyhow. If it can come here, then the buy is valid. Until it is not coming here, no buy is valid at all. This market was in premium. See, above this midnight open and the 8:30 open, so it was in premium. Now it should go to the discount, and this sell side liquid is the most discounted area. This sell side liquid is the most discounted area. That is why no buy is valid. By the way, in the meantime, I just marked who withdrew his trade. If he got his, brother, make sure that you have taken some partial. Okay, just let me know if you have taken some partial. Let me know that, because please take some partial, man. I added another position here. Wow. I wish that you will get the boom, man. I hope that you will get your boom. I hope, man. By the way, thank you, brother, for using the. I mean, I just shared the link, and you have used that link, man. Thank you so much, brother. I'm pyramiding in a third order at the next retracement. Okay, brother. Let's hope for the best. For me, I have really nothing to say, nothing to do over here. It is consolidating. I will wait until this consolidation is not done. I tried 2 times. The next time I was predicting that the consolidation is done, but it is not done yet. So I'm not going to frame any trade until the consolidation is not done. Okay, brother, thank you. I will wait for your at least one contract to take partial. Okay, and if you put your stop loss to the break even, let me know that as well. Anybody else, don't enter into this market right now. Don't enter into this market right now. He's already in a trade, so I'm not say I can't say that please don't take entry, right? But if you are trading your real money, don't enter into this market right now until the consolidation is not done. You will regret. I promise you, brother, you will regret. Look at this 50-minute candle. Look at this 15-minute candle. What it is doing? Nothing. All the bodies are around the same level. See, all the bodies are around the same level. It's not moving anywhere. So please don't enter into this market right now. You will get your chance. If you would love to try, then you can try by paper money. But real money, don't enter into this market right now. Don't predict like me. I was predicting that it has done its consolidation and I got stopped out again. Don't try to predict the market right now. Partial at 21,360. 21,360. 360. 360. Okay, here. That is your first partial. I wish that, brother, you will get your, at least you will get the partial. Yeah, it's a very logical level because the last parabolic gap is above this area. So if it can reach until this area, perfect. Nice placement of your partial. That's cool, man. Except who would true, if you are with me for so long now, don't enter into this market. Don't enter into this market. It's my request. I don't say like this way, but I'm saying it because this market is extremely bad right now. It's not moving anywhere. You will regret, man. Come on. No need to trade this market. We will get better price action and then we will trade over there. If you would love to gamble, you should gamble with selling, not buying. A bit more for the partial, at least a bit more. Come on, man, come on. A bit more, a bit more, a bit more. Just give us the partial. Just give us the partial. No, your partial didn't hit yet, brother. I wish that you will get your partial, brother. Come on, man. Come on, man. Anybody, don't enter into this market. If you would love to gamble, gamble with sell. Don't take buy. It's my request to everyone. I wish that this first presented gap will hold the market and send it at least until this area, because that is the order block open. It is logical level to reach after the propulsion block, but if it doesn't, then it's a bad luck. Just a bad luck. Still, it's not broken, so we have hope. Okay, I think that we'll get our partial. Let's wait until this market is above this first presented gap. We are in hope. This is not the area to trade. Predict the market beforehand. where it can be consolidation and then let the consolidation go. Trust me, you will be benefited most of the time if you can predict the consolidation, and then if you can let it go. Okay, my broker worked with above but no fill. Okay, still 3 cons. Okay, I don't know what you are talking about now. I'm pretty sure all my cons will get filled. Let's see, brother. Let's hope for the best. Until now, this first presented gap is holding the market. Okay, here I got the reaction. Here still it is reacting. So still I have the hope. If this time this propulsion block can be broken, then maybe you will get your boom. Maybe, okay, I'm not sure. But if it is not going to break this propulsion block, it's gonna hardly stop you out by this time. Without closing above this propulsion block, if this market close one tick below this first presented gap, you will get stopped out. Before closing below this first presented gap, if it can close above this propulsion block one tick, there is a possibility that you will get your, at least you will get your partial. Okay, so let's hope for the best. This is the area. See this order block and the propulsion block. They are very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. I will suggest you to put your stop loss, partial a bit lower around this order block open level. I would love to suggest you. Okay, it's your job, of course, it's your decision, but you know, this is just like one handle, just one handle. Okay, so if you want, you can put your first partial one handle below if you want. Just let's hope. Okay, this first presented is still it is holding. All I need one candle close above this propulsion block. If it close it, there is a possibility that you will get your first partial. But before closing above this propulsion block, if it close below this first presented gap this time, I think you will get hurt. That is just my experience. Okay, so depending on my experience, I'm saying this to you. It's not possible like this. It will respect here and then close here, then it will hit. No, it's not possible. 99% of the time it doesn't work like that way. Those people who are thinking that it is working from this first presented gap, you are absolutely wrong, because it is working with the new week opening gap low. The first presented gap is working here. Just look at the reaction from this first presented gap, how beautifully it is reacting over there. And here we have the new week opening gap low. See this low? This is the new week opening gap low. It is reacting with the new week opening gap low, as well as with this propulsion block. So these two lines is working here. I'm waiting for that, brother. Two brothers. I'm waiting for that, brother. I need the better candle first to trade this market. I tried here one time, two time, didn't work. So I hope that it will be better. Let's wait for the best. Okay, no problem. Who would draw? Of course, don't break the rules. But I think if you would love to move your target, it doesn't mean that you are going to break any major rules. If you move your stop loss, that is called breaking rules. But target profit can be broke. So sometimes you can target here around there, and later you have found that no, it's not stopping here, instead it is coming here. So of course you can move your target over there by trailing your stop loss. But moving stop loss, never accepted. Never ever it is accepted. Jonathan, just got a 150k account, 125 with your code. Thanks G. Yeah, brother, I got the mail actually while you were taking that. I got the mail. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate that. Look at this reaction from this propulsion block this time. Okay, if the body closed below this first presented gap, you are doomed. If the body closed below this first presented gap, you are doomed. So let's hope that the body is not going to close. I really appreciate that, Jonathan. Thank you so much, brother. Now, those people outside of who would true, why do you need to trade this market? Do you really need to trade this market? Do you really think that you need to trade this market? Lot of low run, move, high run, low run, high run, low run, high run. No need to trade this market. How do I know that it's going to work? If you ever see long wick, small body from 15-minute chart, stop trading over there until there is a better candle, like this type of candle. Don't trade that market at all. Don't enter into this market, never ever. Wait for the better price action, then enter into this into the trade. Okay, do you have videos on propulsion block and what types of order blocks I can watch and study? You can watch the order block video from our study folder. And the order block, different type of order block I have talked last few months. Okay, last 2 to 3 months I talked different type of order block in every moment or in every live. I just worked with the order block and the propulsion block last few months. Just go to the study folder, and inside the study folder you will see a video called order block. And last 2 to 3 months, every single day I talked about the order block only. No sir, absolutely Abdul Moti. This is not the area where you should trade. You have to leave this area to go. I think he is going to cry. Hugutra is going to cry, because if the body closes below this first presented gap, he's doomed. But let's hope for the best. You have to keep watching, brother. Live execution, live explanation. You have to keep watching them. When and how I'm going to use the order block and why I'm using that order block, exactly where I'm that order block, where I am saying that it's not going to work, and what is the reason that it's not going to work. All of these things you have to keep watching. It's in that order block video. If you watch that order block video, if you understand that order block video, later you will get every single type of order block. But first you have to start with that order block. That is the base of the order block. Yeah, everyone please pray for that. I really don't want to see anybody close below this first presented gap, because if it close below this gap, it's gonna be very difficult. I don't want to make him frustrated actually, because as he's in this trade. But still now nobody closed below this first present. Look at the reaction from the first presented gap. See how beautifully it is reacting. That is the power of the first presented gap. I know that this market will pump at least until this first partial level, and then it will fall. It's okay. Come on. Don't enter into this market as you knew it that market is going to be consolidated. Who else can explain this consolidation or prediction of this consolidation beforehand better than me? I have just told you one single rules. Long wick, small body, stop trading. Long wick, small body, stop trading. No, it's not the area to trade. because market is going to do the consolidation. Did you see this consolidation? Did we know that it is going to be consolidate? Of course we knew it. What is your confusion, Eagle Sniper? Let me know your confusion. Look at the reaction of this first presented gap. Just look at the reaction. How beautifully it is reacting from this first presented gap. What else do you need? Never ever take buy while this market is below the first presented gap. Never ever take sell while this market is above the first presented gap. Come on, come on, come on. Wow, that's cool. You want me to trade this market? I'm not able to trade this market. Who would true? Get ready for the boom, brother. Don't close, don't close, don't close. Wow. You are really so lucky. This market is rejecting to close below this first presented gap. Still it didn't close below this first presented gap. Still you have the hope, man. Let's see, man. Let's see, man. Still it didn't close below this first presented gap. Just look at the reaction from the low. Didn't close it. So let's wait, man. This is the time. I guess you are going to get something. Eagle Sniper, you have to tell me that what you didn't understand. Otherwise, how can I make the word block? Because that explanation is absolutely clear, very easy to understand, absolutely okay. I mean, there is no confusion, there is no difficulties to understand the order block. No difficulties. Market structure shift, fair value gap, lowest down close body close candle is going to be my order block. No difficulties. It's very simple. But if you didn't understand that, you have to tell me what you didn't understand. Then I will think about that, so that I can make another video that is going to clear your confusion. Otherwise, what I will say in that video, it's gonna be the same video, because that's the rules of order block. The problem is nobody has closed above this propulsion block here. It has tried to trade the order block here. See this order block? It has been retested. Let me show you this. Here, see, it has been retested here. It tried here, failed to retest this order block, then come back and trade this order block, retest this order block. While it has been retested, this propulsion block has to be broken to hit the order block mean threshold again. It has to be broken. After retest this order block, while this market closed below this propulsion block, see, it has closed below this propulsion block. Not even a single body has closed above this propulsion block. What does it mean? It is now holding the market. This market doesn't need to go back again until the mean threshold of this order block. It should keep falling now. Why it is not falling? Because this first presented gap is holding the market. What kind of confirmation you need more? What kind of precision you need more about the first presented gap? What can be more beautiful than this? It is struggling to break that first presented gap. Now my question is, which is stronger, first presented gap or the propulsion block? If the propulsion block is stronger, body will close below this first presented gap and it will keep falling. If the first presented gap is much more stronger, this propulsion block will be broken, which happened here, and it will keep going higher until a certain level, of course. and then we will see some kind of fall. But every time it will break the propulsion block or order block level or this last fair cap level doesn't mean that it will keep going higher, because from our higher time frame we know that this market is going to fall. So that is why any kind of higher, sorry, bearish PDRA, broken bearish PDRA is not confident enough to think about the buy run. But the bullish PDRA broken is the confirmation that this market is going to collapse. I'd love to mark the open of this order block because it is more important than the open. Is the order block open? I will add one more contract at 21,438. Okay, so it's gonna be 4 contract now. Okay, you will add. You didn't add. You will. Now you have 4 contract now. Wow, you have really a big heart, man. Got your partial boom, brother. You got your partial boom. Okay, 21348. I added one more. Okay, so now you have three more contract. Of course, brother, you will still get your payout, brother. That is sim funded. Okay, that means paper money, but sim funded. It is called sim funded, not the real account. Come on, maybe all night, Friday night, on night. Hit the dance floor, I am baby. Maybe I don't you come to me. Partial boom, brother. Now your stop loss, I think you're on the break even. So you don't need to worry about losing anything anymore. Can you explain how that works? I'm confused. Are we now looking? No, I'm not looking for buy. My buy will be valid above this line. Until this market is not going to close above this line, no buy is valid to me. I will not look for any kind of buy. I will keep looking for selling opportunity. Jonathan, you are confused. I mean, man, this is your funded account, okay? In short, this is your funded account. Because if I make money on they pay me 90-10 split, even though it's the same. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. This is the order block. This is the min threshold of this order block. One body has closed above this min threshold. The very next body closed below this min threshold. This order block is still valid. Okay. That is the 50% of that week, 15-minute week. So if it doesn't touch this 50%, that is more confident for me to take sell, because it is called failed PD array. If it failed the PD array, that is the more confirmation that it's a bearish market. If it failed to touch this CE of that 15-minute week, if it keep going higher, I will do nothing. Simply I will do nothing until this market doesn't close above this line. Otherwise, any kind of selling opportunity, I'll go for that. There is videos on YouTube, brother. Which video you are asking about? If you ask me, take profit trader is the best right now because of their daily payout. If you can go above the buffer, you will get daily payout. Apex is good because of the cheap price, because Apex has the cheapest price, 80% discount, 90% discount. They have the cheapest price.